Good morning, students. Today we are going to see about the topic from trade to territory. In this topic, we are learned about something. What is this? The first one is to know the rise of the political power of English East India Company, and the second one is to know the events and impact of Battle of Plassey and Buxar, and the third one to know the Carnatic War and Mysore War. In the 15th century, Europe witnessed an era of geographical discoveries through land and sea routes. In 1498, Vasco da Gama of Portugal discovered a new sea route from Europe to India. The main motive behind those discoveries was to maximize profit through trade and to establish political supremacy. Establishment of political power by the English East India Company. The first one is Battle of Plassey in 1757. Alwadi Khan, the Nawab of Bengal, died in 1756 and his grandson Siraj Dowlah ascended the throne of Bengal. The British, taking advantage of the new Nawab's weakness and unpopularity, size power, so Siraj Dowlah decided to teach them a lesson by attacking over their political settlement of Calcutta. The Nawab captured their factory of Qasim Bazar on 20 June 1756. Port William surrendered, but Robert Clive recovered Calcutta. On 9th February 1857, Treaty of Alinagar was signed, whereby Siraj Dowlah conceded practically all his claims. British then captured Chandranagpur, the French settlement, on March 1757. The Battle of Plassey took place between the British East India Company and the Nawab of Bengal and his French allies. It was bought on 23 June 1757. The English East India Company's forces under Robert Clive defeated the forces of Siraj Dowlah. After the collapse of Bengal, the company gained a huge amount of wealth from the treasury of the Bengal and used it to strengthen its military force. The beginning of the British political survey over India may be traced from the Battle of Plassey. It was the most decisive battle that marked the initiation of British rule in India for the next 2 centuries. The Black Hole Tragedy in 1756. There was a small dungeon room in the Port William in Calcutta where troops of the Nawab of Bengal, Siraj Dowlah, held 146 British prisoners of war for one night. Next day morning, when the door was opened, 123 of the prisoners found dead because of suffocation. Okay, next we are going to see about the Battle of Buxar in 1764. After the Battle of Plassey in 1757, the company was granted undisputed right to have free trade in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. It received the place of 24 Farhanas in Bengal. Mir Zafar, the Nawab of Bengal, however, fell into arrears and was forced to abdicate in favor of his son-in-law Mir Kazim. Mir Kazim seated Putwan and Midnapur and Chittagong. He shifted his capital from Murshidabad to Monkur. Mir Kazim soon revolted as he was angry with the British for misusing his dictates. However, having been defeated by the British, he fled to Awadh, where he formed a confederacy with Sujah Dowlah and Shah Alam. The battle was fought on October 22 at 1764 at Buxar, a small fortified town within the territory of Bihar, located on the banks of the Ganges River about 130 kilometers west of Patna. It was a decisive victory for the British East India Company. Sujah Dowlah, Shah Alam and Mir Kazim were defeated by General Hector Munro. Mir Zafar was again placed on the throne. On Mir Zafar's death, his son Nizam Ag Dowlah was placed on the throne and signed the Allahabad Treaty on 20 February 1765, by which the Nawab had to disband most of his army to administrate Bengal to a deputy Sabdar nominated by the company. Robert Clive concluded two separate treaties with Sija Abdallah and Shah Alam too. Dual system of government started in Bengal. Okay, children, what are the things we learned about in this topic? The first one is Siraj-ud-Dowlah ascended the throne of Bengal, and the next, on the 9th February 1757, Treaty of Alinagar was signed. And the next thing, the beginning of the British political sway over India may be traced from the Battle of Plassey. It was the most decisive battle that marked the initiation of British rule in India for the next 2 centuries. Okay, children, now we have finished this topic. Next, we see about the second part of this lesson from trade to territory. The second topic is Carnatic Wars. We see in next class. Okay, thank you.